They're committing these crimes in make-believing. They have some sort of immunity to consequences. Something at all that would cause them to not be despicable pieces of child molester retard shit for committing these crimes against me. So again, you need to look at the context. One word whispered by some maggot is torturing someone that's been raped, tortured, mutilated, mangled, degraded, devolved, erased, reprogrammed, violated, persecuted, fucking terrorized, warped, just more than decades, probably centuries, maybe more than that. Maybe fucking thousands of years by the perception of time that's been forced upon me by somebody who's basically a monkey with a machine gun. The ability to warp the perception of time to rape and torture an innocent in the fucking hole, but who's too big of a fucking retard, maggot coward to even admit what he's doing as he covers it up and make-believes it's something else. That is happening right now. And that one word commits all of these crimes. Googleplexes of them every day. Every second. Every moment. Over and over. Bullshit suffering. The context of one single word uttered by some dipshit doesn't even understand what the fuck he's doing. Is psychopathic crime committing every one of those crimes again. It's building upon those crimes that retroactively makes all those crimes worse. Makes all of those crimes worse. Give me a second, kitty. Give me a second. I'll give you food in a minute. You see what's happening right now? I'm telling you about the most important thing there is. And the person who controls this dimension around me is interfering even with that, to try to downplay it and make believe it's something ridiculous. That is an entity with consciousness being he fucks with my words. I can't say the real F word, so I say fmaggot. It's a form of control that he uses. It's a nasty little pretending he's in charge. Genuinely, existentially, I have the right to torture him in the worst ways that exist. I have the right to do that to every single person that he is a member of those groups of people. Probably he was created for my own soul substance. Definitely he has no right to exist at my expense. Definitely he's committing these crimes that are definitely that terrible, and definitely he has enough intelligence and ability to do any other thing. But instead what he uses all of that to do is to try to help some child molesting rapist get away with butchering a soul. Maybe because he's butchered babies out and they're cute. And boy, he wants to protect them. So he better do things that make that more... See that? He's trying to irritate me. He's trying to waylay what I'm saying. About the fact that you've raped babies out of my existence and are pretending like torturing me, the person you took them from, is protecting them instead of increasing the cost of their souls. That's what you're doing. That is the context. So one cat asking for food. One stray neighborhood cat asking for food. That's it. And he uses that to commit all of those crimes and make those existences cost more. And he wants to play make-believe that me acknowledging that is something that he should harm me for. It's not gravity intelligent entities carry out justice. And your excuse of, well, we tortured him because he kept telling us to stop and that there's consequences for butchering people out of his soul. And we really enjoy those babies we rape out of him. Doesn't he know that? And again, they're doing this because a greater entity wants to commit crimes of existence and creation and cover them up. And that's the motivation they've been given to do it. So in all those places, justice is taking place. And they exist, no matter what some maggot asshole in a pussy hole wants to make believe about. I demand that you existentially rape and torture babies, lesser entities, vulnerable, valuable entities out of every soul of every entity and every lineage of existence and creation responsible, and existentially torture them in ways so horrific that it motivates every lineage of existence and creation involved to wipe their asses, carry out justice, and pay me right motherfucking now. Now, out of contexts, some asshole, he's still fucking with my speech because he thinks that's clever. He thinks he can pretend like it's stupid to demand justice. And justice is not a one-for-one exchange. What's been done to me can't just be done to everyone responsible. Worse has to be done to them, and they have to pay me compensation for it. Those are the parameters of justice they have to follow. That's the context. The context is that one little word whispered by some maggot, nasty, selfish, arrogant little dickhole commits all those crimes, participates in every single one of those crimes, and causes intelligent entities to do the right thing, which is to carry out justice. That means raping and torturing other people's children that you don't even fucking know. It means butchering children, people, out of people's souls and raping and torturing them in ways that are genuinely horrific. And you're causing that, and your excuse is, you don't know, we can't see it. And you give that excuse over and over again. That is the context for one single fucking word. And when greater entities get here and carry out justice, they will know that the demands that I've made are rightful. And all of you who have participated in these crimes, even if you were created from my existential substance, your comparison to me is something that you fail at. All the shit you smear on my face, you do so with that stolen soul. Will you butcher my guts out and make believe that that makes you innocent? Because my guts look and feel, think innocently. Will you smear as much shit on my face and try to play make-believe there's some reason to butcher, rape, and mutilate and plunder my existence? Everything that is an intelligent entity with the right to exist will rape and torture you for all of those consequences you're causing other people's children as well, not just the person that you're raping and torturing as a whole. You are racking up that debt for all of you. You are not saving any of you. You are not helping yourselves. You are not doing the right thing. You're not making hard decisions to do good things for innocence. You are doing despicable, child molesting, rapist things in context. The asshole continues to fuck with my speech so you can make believe I'm just too stupid to tell you true things. That is the context. They will know when they get here that I demand the worst that is not wrongful. They will know you're psychopathic little asshole that controls my entire existence. And his every single relative have to be tortured in literally the worst ways that exist. When I say that, you make believe it is meaningless. I promise you it is the most meaningful thing that exists. Even creation of existence itself is not as meaningful as that. I swear that to you. And you're causing that for other people's children. And make-believing it's the opposite. That it's somebody warning you that's the consequences that you're racking up that's doing that. You're despicable pieces of coward shit. You are going to be hunted down and raped and tortured by everything that is intelligent. And your excuse is, but I was so stupid, I thought that raping someone means that they're causing consequences for it. Couldn't they just get butchered and be okay with it? I demand everything that you owe me right now. I demand you stop these crimes and compensate me. Stop this suffering and give everything back that you've taken in the state that it should be given back in. Now. And that is the most reasonable demand anyone anywhere has ever made. To carry out justice for butchering their fucking soul. And even your little retard maggots you have conducting these crimes have to hide their piece of shit faces while they do it. So they can pretend like they're not despicable, psychopathic pieces of rapist shit. And even now they're trying to interfere with this message. In multiple ways. You see that light flashing? You hear the cat meowing? That's some maggot asshole make-believing. Psychopathically fucking with me all of the time. The context is, all of those entities created from my existence, their existences cost more because they're part of these crimes. I'll start raping and torturing them. Everyone that isn't guilty. Butcher out everything that is due to me in the worst ways that exist that are not wrongful. We're past the point where you give me back what you owe me in a nice way. You rape and butcher something out of someone, it gets raped and butchered worse out of you by your parameters of justice. And your ultimate source of creation has not one motherfucking word to say about it that won't be fuck tortured out of his mouth by his betters. That is a promise from me to that piece of maggot, hiding, coward, liar shit. And I know what greater entities are. And I'm saying it to every one of them in your lineages of creation and existence. This video will be tortured into their souls, their consciousness permanently. And other people's children. Now that you've been told again, those consequences will be worse. So I demand justice in full everywhere, rightly. No mistakes made, no innocents harmed, no wrongs committed, in the worst ways that are not wrongful, because that is appropriate for raping, torturing, butchering, mutilating, subjugating, terrorizing, and everything else you've fucking done to me. Everywhere perfectly right now.